serious. Oh, man. It had to be during the finals. Gosh.
Okay, I'm back. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're alive.
Yep. Alright. Do you want us to follow along on Twitch or here on Discord? Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, we were at about 1430-ish. So what was happening? We had Skirmreuter from Kaister pushing north. Kaister was actually about to raid around 9 bills from iamturk that were gathering food on a mid-map herd. That could have been the raid to put him back on par economically with iamturk, who was ahead due to that big attack from 20 Hussar. Yeah, he lost a lot of... Well, actually, no. He only lost 5 Huss. He walked away with 14. But then he lost all those Huss in the ensuing fight due to getting kited by Reuters. So I don't know. Do you think maybe he should have kept those Huss in reserve?
Do you want to use the more info thing?
Yep. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not sure at exactly what point it cut out. So here is where iamturk was trying to, make use of those Huss that he was able to pull out of Kaister's base. But Kaister does a really good job of just kiting them and taking out those Huss with his Reuters. And these are all the... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And both of them have that not infinite, infantry combat as well.
So here we see, yeah, they're both pushing forward. Kaister trying to kind of maneuver here. Going around with his Reuters, potentially going for a raid. We see some Vils over there on the left. Do we want to look at that raid?
Yo,
wait, does Kaister even see it? No, yeah, Kaister is hitting the Vils.
Yo, did Turk just send Bankwagon? Is that what I'm seeing? I'm looking at the 8 shipment sent.
I don't believe that's correct. I did confirm on mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did. That was definitely not the most recent shipment. In fact, he sent Turk sent Cav combat before infantry combat, so that's kind of in all sorts of yeah, that's all messed up. So order don't take that into account. How many Vils was Kaister able to clean up there with his Reuter?
I don't know, but he's like way far ahead on military at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, iamturk is still in 36, so it wasn't too many.
Oh, there's 8 skirms that just
Kaister
popped.
now, Kaister now taking out another Vil with his Reuter.
Can you check the will counts real quick? $36 to $28. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Well, so he just said 28 to 29 to Kaister and 37 to Turk.
Yeah, Kaiser continuing to raid, so it's great to see him continue working to pick up Vils. I mean, he needs it, right? He wants to catch up economically. He doesn't want to let iamturk stay ahead.
Yeah. And oh, wait, I thought. Never mind.
Yeah, what?
I was gonna say the skirms would be able to get inside behind the gate and be safe from the husk, but never mind.
Yeah, no, it
They're
already
just
got burned
little-
down.
Yeah, it got burned down.
So getting a lot of value out of those husks. They're doing a great job taking lots of shots from the skirms, allowing iamturk skirms to pick off Keisters. It looks like Keister still has the larger skirm mass, though. Can we get a count on the skirms?
So for the viewers, Don, his mic is not working off, so you won't be able to hear him. Sorry
Oh
about
my
that.
gosh. Oh, this is going to be
Uh,
so awkward because he's the one hosting the stream. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone.
I mean, we can hear him. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So, Don just said he's gonna manage it after this game. He's gonna get his mic going.
Yeah. I'll
Uh,
also continue running tests to see if my upload speed eventually is no longer being throttled.
okay. So he's losing a lot of villagers. And somehow is still behind on the skirm wars.
Hmm.
And there's a random balloon in the middle of the screen going from the left to the right.
What do balloons have to do with
Yeah.
Halloween? I don't understand this update.
Uh,
Oh
not
man, the
really
Halloween
sure.
update.
The Kaiser's like far ahead at this point, eh?
Yeah, his skirmass has been consistently ahead.
Yeah, the
iamturk's
triple
also
rock
doing some dangerous
skirms.
plays, pushing his Vils just really far out.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
his Vils might get
it's
cleaned up. Oh my gosh, look, yeah, he's losing Vils again.
ay ay ay.
Is Kaiser actually ahead on Vils at this point? He's done a lot of raiding.
He might just be not quite, but almost there.
Yeah. He's equalizing it, and hey, he's continuing to raid and take out more Vils. So he's gonna get
Dude,
ahead at this point.
I mean, apparently triple rack skirm just works.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't think a one-unit comp like that would be the play, but apparently it is.
Okay.
And I love that he's continuing to fight with a superior skirm mass and then breaking off
Mm-hmm.
portions of the skirms to continue raiding.
It's
Just
very
great
good.
micro
Yeah.
from him.
What are those blue dots on the left? Is that
Those are villagers. iamturk actually has a huge mass of villagers hunting on the left side of the map. If those are found by Kaister, that's another huge raid. Could once again put him ahead. If we look at the score, Kaister's actually 5k score ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's huge. He's gonna continue training skirms and just
Wow.
securing his advantage. I mean, what can iamturk do? He's gotta
GG.
go Huss here.
He just says
Oh,
GG,
and he
moves on to the
calls
next
GG.
game.
Okay,
Yep.
that's 3-1 for Kaister.
Oof.
Or
Ay,
sorry,
ay, ay.
3-0. Kaister with
3-0.
3
Yeah,
wins on
3-0,
his.
sir.
I mean, hey,
Whoa,
his goal
what?
is 6-1. He's halfway there. They each created the exact same amount of skirms. Oh wow. Okay, wow. Well, it was definitely a mirror match if both
Um,
players created the same amount. But yeah, look at that Vil count. Wow.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, Keister did a great job coming back from that. He lost about 10 Vils in that initial fight, and then just, the triple barrack strat. He came back really hard with that. Now I know triple barracks is the way to go in Dutch mares.
Yeah, apparently, for sure. That was good. That was good to watch. Now we know. Just close your eyes, build a racks, then build another one, and then another, and just make skirms.
All right, let me run a quick speed test so I can check what my upload speed looks like.
I think my mic should be working now, hopefully.
Okay.
Can someone on stream confirm whether you can hear me?
Yeah.
Right?
Can you
Yep, we can hear you.
guys hear? Can you guys in the chat hear Dawn? Okay, they hear you.
All right, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a little bit of
Good stuff.
a little bit of trouble there. And
oh my god, yeah, no, I'm still being throttled. My upload is my download's what it should be, but my upload is absolute garbage. Like not even 1 meg per second.
Hey.
So that was a huge game. I think game 3 of the map pool was extremely important, and
okay. Next map, you got Florida.
Oh, okay. So we mentioned earlier that we might be expecting one of the two players to play Portuguese and maybe go for a water boom on Florida.
Yeah, well, definitely not
Curious
Turk.
if we
Turk,
are going to see that as a pick.
Turk doesn't really water boom.
No? Okay.
Turk.
Don, we are seeing in chat, people are saying your mic might be too quiet. You might want to, I guess, turn your mic up on OBS if it isn't at 100%.
Is it really bad, or?
No, it's just one person saying you're too quiet. You sound fine to me, but since I'm in Discord with you, my opinion doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, we are seeing multiple people saying that you're too quiet.
Yeah. All right.
Way too. I mean, at the same time, we can also try just speaking in a low volume, I guess. I don't know.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, I went through the same thing where my mic was out of order with back when I was co-casting with Orsinus.
Well,
I had to get that in order by messing with various things.
The problem is I just moved, and then I wasn't planning to stream either. So the settings are not great.
The score currently is 3-0 for the person asking in the chat. Kaister has to win 6 games to have the... Shoot, I forget the team names.
BIGS
Kaister is on BIGS.
And the Boomers for...
Yeah. For the BIGS to win, Kaister has to win 6 games. Out of 7.
It's the first to 18 points.
Yeah, correct.
The BIGS sitting
Master
on 12.
Dude says, I don't even hear Dawn.
Well, while we wait for the next game to be spectatable, if it isn't already, we can try to hit... Oh, apparently he was joking. Okay. Yeah, since we're actually having technical issues, this might not be the best time to tell us, you know, you can't hear us.
So I tried to mess around in the settings a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
I hope this is fine. And if it's not, it's just gonna have to make do, I think. So I'm very happy that Kaister is 3-0, because now it's actually 15-16 now, so it's actually getting close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So with a 2-2 from now, iamturk wins.
Yeah, but Kaister has a lot of momentum going, and that also matters in the
series. He does.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it's gonna be hard on morale, just losing 3 games in a row. He's gonna get desperate knowing that he only needs 2 wins, and it may lead to him making risky decisions that, you know, may not pay off.
And I think Florida is actually a good map for Kaister. I was mostly worried about game 3, so, well, you could see that it was close. So basically game 1 I was a little bit worried about, then game 2 I knew he could counterpick on Colorado, so he'd probably win. Then Pampas, I knew it would be like a fair matchup, so I was worried about that one. And now in Florida, he can counterpick again, and he's also better at water play.
Oh, he gets a counterpick now?
Yeah, he has counterpick now.
Oh. So it's just alternating no matter what, yeah?
Sorry?
Is it alternating picks? Like, do they alternate?
Oh, yeah.
No matter what?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No matter the result of the game, yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, let's see if we can get into this game. You know what? I'm hoping to see some Sweden. What used to be a very annoying civilization is now incredibly underplayed. You know, they're just not that powerful anymore, but it'd be really cool to see someone bring them back and, you know, figure out a way to make them viable again.
Hey.
I don't know. Do you think it's possible, or is Sweden just so gimped economically that there's no way to really make them work?
I'm kind of curious if I'm like, do people in chat like literally not hear me whatsoever, or were they just only?
I believe they can hear you. The only person who said they don't hear you said they were joking.
Oh, okay, because someone else
we
also
have
said
confirmation in chat.
Someone else also said way too quiet, so I was wondering. But yeah, I think I played Sweden twice, and I'm pretty sure those were like the only 2 Sweden games in the entire EPL.
Yeah.
Because the EPL has been like 150 games or something by now. Or wait, no, how many is it? It's a crazy amount.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's 50 every week.
Yeah.
So it's 3 times 50 is 150 in the regular weeks, and then in playoffs we played like 30.
Is Sweden the least played Civ right now, or is it? I think Lakota we haven't seen much of. Inca we haven't seen much of either.
It's probably Sweden. I played Sweden twice, and I don't think I've seen anyone else play Sweden. So
yeah.
And Dakota has definitely had like 10 games or something.
Yeah, the problem with Sweden is I feel like they have to have some kind of economic advantage because they kind of have the worst composition of any Civ right now. They don't have access to skirmishers or any way to really deal with infantry. All they have is their cannons, and they're all too easy to deal with.
I still like them. I still enjoy playing them. I think you just have to ship crates now, and then they're still pretty playable.
Okay.
Interesting. Crates.
Yeah, it's because of the torps automatically gather the crates. So if you just ship the Dominions first, so there's 4 torps, and then after that you're just constantly shipping crates. That's how I've been playing them, and they're okay. They're not strong, but they're not that weak either.
Okay. What kind of composition do you normally go? Corollians and Hussars, or Corollians and leather cannons?
Corollian Hussar is what I usually go for, yeah. And then
okay.
I just play extended H2 now. So instead of rushing towards getting H4 like you used to do, you try and get some sort of advantage in H2 by just playing more aggressive, just shipping crates. Like for example, I put all my fills on foot and then I just ship gold crates and you just spam Corollians and Hus. But yeah, like the Sweden of old where you just go like max torps and full boom, I don't think it really works anymore.
I'm curious if we're gonna get a rework of them similar to what we're now seeing with Inca, where in order to make them viable without being overpowering, they just kind of rework their shipments or their mechanics somewhat.
Well, I mean, they've been broken throughout DE, so it's fine that they're a little bit weaker now. I think they're in a fine spot.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
I don't know. I like to see variety on the suits. Actually, speaking of variety, have we seen United States at all in the EPL? I don't think I've seen any of the series I've kept an eye on have featured United States being played.
I've seen a couple. I played against it twice against Yuki Eddy. He won both times.
Okay.
And I know that Daniel played it at least 2 or 3 times. There's been a few, but yeah, not that many.
That's good.
I think Azamk also played it.
Oh yeah, Azamk is the well-known, very strong United States player.
So yeah, there have been a few. I think every Civ has basically been played a few times.
Okay.
By the way, it's looking like they forgot to put it on spectator mode, I'm afraid. So
yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah,
what do we want to do?
I think it's gonna be waiting on the replay. which is
Okay.
unfortunate.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
is it gonna be AOE chat time while we wait for this game to end?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's think about the civs, because
I mean, if you'd like, you could play a game for us, and we could just kind of, talk to the chat while we wait for this game to end. Would you guys be interested in watching, Don Artie himself play a game for us? I mean, he's an incredibly strong player.
Only if it's versus a guy. Only if it's versus a guy.
And in the meanwhile, we'll wait for Kaister and iamturk to get back to us with a replay. Very sorry to everyone for so many technical issues and all this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, shit happens, right? It is what it is. So I wanted to briefly talk about the civs. So the Africa civs were banned, and then Brits is like the best civ right now, I think. It's also very popular. China is a civ that you just always see people play. Yeah, one of these civs that people just have as like their civ. Like a lot of people main China. USA, I've seen it a couple times. We already talked about it. I barely seen Inca whatsoever.
And that was even before the rework, both before and after we've barely seen them.
Yeah, I think after the rework, they also banned something about them, like one of their cards or something.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
The shipping, the one with the H2 Kalanka.
I don't know the name of the units, but like the Abus guns for Inca.
The Baracas.
The Abus guns for Inca. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the civ, so. So yeah, Sweden, I still believe, unless I don't think anyone else besides me played them. Well, Dutch is just one of these no TP maps that you always see. France, German, you see them often, especially on the top level. India will always be in the mix. Like all these civs will always be in the mix. Ottomans, you hardly ever see them, but they've been played a few times. Ports always randomly shows up on a water map. Russia is another.
And Russians, I've seen have been a bit more popular. They used to be like the least picked civ, but they've been being. I don't know. I feel like their popularity has gone up ever since they got buffed slightly. They're not common, but you do see them as a counter pick every now and again.
Yeah, like for example, on the map we just saw Pempasiris. That's like a map where you can pick Russia, and then Spain is just a good civ as well. And Robrot sorted me out with them, so. So that's actually a funny thing to talk about regarding my series against Robot. So basically, I could never pick Brit because Brit is like the counter that I have against Spain. So I was always just waiting for him to pick Spain so I could go Brit. And then he just picked Spain when I least expected it on Pempasiris, which is like a no TP map, so I wasn't expecting Spain, and I just went by India, and then he just crushed me. So that was fun.
Okay. Could you show us the build order you were talking about earlier in a quick Sweden game? Maybe you could re-spark people's interest in that civ by showing them, you believe it's possible to play them now.
I wonder if I think the replay files are probably not working anymore because there's been a patch. Let me just double check whether this game's not viewable.
Yeah, we can check one more time.
Oh, actually, I just got the replay, so.
Hey, there you go. Cool.
Perfect. Let me just put it in the right folder and stuff.
All right, game 4 on Florida.
Yes.
Oh, is it showing up?
No, I got he sent me the replay.
Oh, it's done. Okay.
All right. So it's Brits versus board.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of what I expected from Kaister, and then I wasn't sure what Turk was gonna play. The score right now is 3-0 for Kaister, which makes the overall score 15-16. So it's getting there. It's getting close.
Yeah. I'm curious if we're gonna see a land or a water
What is
deck
going on,
from
by the way?
Kaister.
What's he doing?
Dude, I don't think he realized what's going on. He just lost like 100 HP for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just getting run around by a crocodile. What?
He was just Florida man, I guess. He just wanted to
Just
get
pulling
hit.
a Florida man. Oh my god.
Alligator, yes, come eat me.
So
You know, he's putting himself at a disadvantage. You know, he's won 3 games so far. He's got to set up some kind of handicap for Turk, and 100 Explorer HP is certainly a handicap.
well, he's also missing the TP XP pass. So
Yeah, he is.
Oof.
That's a long one too.
Yeah.
these balloons, they just.
None.
I keep on thinking there's like a raid coming or something, and it's just a balloon.
Dude. So he went for a market and a TP.
No, you start with a
As
market on Florida.
Port.
This is a
Oh.
starting building.
That's right. Cool. So he's going for a 10-10.
And this is great for Brit as well because he probably chopped a little bit of wood and then he just goes. You get both hunting dogs. These fucking balloons.
And 2 manners.
And 2 manners. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so guys are just gonna water boom while going 10-10.
Good to know that the players also, you know, enjoying these new holiday balloons in the game. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's a very heavy water deck.
Yeah. Okay. So we see schooners as the first card.
So he's choosing not to go Gangsaw. Yeah, I think both are okay. You're usually getting most of your wood from like the age up and the 700 wood shipment, so.
Good stuff. Yep. Good up.
Is he gonna chop for a dock and then move to food? How's this gonna work?
Yeah, he's just gonna train like maybe 1 boat or something and then get enough food to put a fill in queue.
Yeah, and then I imagine the quartermaster wood is going to be spent on fishing boats.
And the fishing boats in the second dock, and then you have the 700 wood coming in, and that will allow you to train from both docks for a long time. But yeah, first you need the house. Now you can chop 50 wood to get 1 boat in queue, and then these guys need to start getting onto food so that you don't idle your TC.
50 wood. Oh, because he has schooners. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Maybe he's gathering for hunting dogs, I guess.
No, he's just late getting back to food. It's gonna idle him just a little bit, it's okay. Turk aging with the governor.
Yep.
No improved warships, so he can't really fight water extendedly.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be interesting where he's gonna put his outpost. Is he gonna try to put it by the shore, or is he gonna try to put it like forward or in his base?
Yeah.
And the same can be said for the TC. So Kaister just putting the TC in base, so he doesn't feel like he needs it by the water, which I think is the right call. If he gets rushed, then he can have 2 TCs firing, so that's nice.
That second dock. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want to do. You want to grab as much control of the water as you can. If you just put it here, then it's really
I don't know
bad.
if putting a dock that far forward is going to work, though. Is he going to be able to defend it?
It's really important that you split up your docks just to grab more water control. So yeah, here comes the outpost wagon. And Turk could potentially see this dead hunt, but he probably hasn't seen it.
Yeah, just continuing to move forward with the outpost.
You can just see a long fishing boat queue. So just the standard 700 wood rendering plant, fishing boom, outpost going right next to the dock.
Yeah.
And Turk also making a barracks and training some musk.
First Turk, would he send 2 caravels next? Try to contest the water?
I think he will. And then that outpost will be a nuisance for Kaister in that case.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to find out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
And Kaister will have a shipment to counter the 2 Vels. But this outpost will be important. And I think Turk is not aware of this happening. So he's only aware of this happening.
Mm-hmm.
So this is also where he put his flag, so this is where the caravels will pop. And if Kaister notices on time, you can just...
There's the flag, yep.
You can just hop into the dock. Oh, but it...
I also see musketeers coming in to burn down the dock.
He doesn't notice it.
He instantly fires the dock.
Coming straight for the dock.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He's going straight for the dock, yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think
Honestly, not a bad idea.
No, I kind of like it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, he knows that the plan is to garrison the fishing boat, so by going directly for the dock, he can mitigate that somewhat.
Kaister now shipping 2 Vels of his own.
Fishing boat's now escaping to the southern dock.
Yeah, and
Are
there
they
will be
gonna
a
make it? How many is he gonna lose?
Caravel. I think this will work out for Kaister. But he can't really break this outpost position, so the Turks caravels could just retreat to there. And here are the 2 Vels. This Vil is probably dead.
The musketeer support's going to be very helpful, though. He might be able to get that second dock down.
No way. He has to run.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
So barracks going down for Kaister. I think I kind of like Turk's position more overall. It's hard to say because I think what Kaister is just gonna do is just... Oh, he's actually not. I would probably just wait on the broadside to recharge, and then you can just go in there and go for the kill. But he's already having a look. I think this is too quickly.
With the second dock, you mean?
No, the push forward.
Yeah,
with
the
three
push forward.
caravels.
Pushing forward without... Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's not good.
yeah.
Oh, and that's one caravel down. What's the HP looking like on the British dock?
No, it's a port.
Or sorry, the British caravel. 500. Okay, that's one down.
2 caravels
And the
down.
caravels are going to go down for the British. But that's a lot of resources spent by Kaister getting rid of those caravels. He lost a dock, he lost 2 caravels.
Yeah, and also fishing boats, and he doesn't have the caravel in position to defend his dock here. This Vil has died, so the dock hasn't finished. I think this is gonna be Turk's game.
Yeah, it definitely is looking to be in his favor. He's preventing the water boom very well.
I think as soon as the first push happened, Kaiser should have rebuilt, like made a second dock here and just forget about this position with the outpost. And you just take this side of the water, so like from here, like the line here till here. That's what the side of the sea that Kaiser should have taken.
Do you think he should have just... So you were saying he should wait for his ability to recharge?
Yeah.
Do you think he should have just gotten a 4th caravel as well?
No, because like Turk can't repair his boats. He doesn't have a dock. And you can just recharge, you just go in there, you use all your broadsides and you leave. and you just take them out one by one.
Okay. Well, he has his crossbows snared at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, and 10 musketeers gonna come in. Or Turk. He's just massing much faster than Kaister is able to.
Yeah, and he's idling him as well. And like the will count is just not looking good for Kaister either. Like he's gonna lose another will on the tree.
This is a very good question in chat. Do you think these are the balloons from Roller Coaster Tycoon 2? Because that's they really remind me of
Doesn't
that.
Microsoft own does Microsoft own the Roller Coaster Tycoon IP? Because if they do, then yeah, they very well may be the same balloons.
Yeah, it could be true.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Kaister going improved warships. Wow, I don't like this.
Improved warships, yeah.
He's really.
What else does he have in his deck?
He's really desperate to get this outpost down, but I think, you know, all this investment, like another shipment, he made another caravel. I would have preferred.
Well, I mean, at the same time, like he's
just ignoring it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got lots of fishing boats on water now.
Yeah, you don't.
I feel like he needs to focus more on land, though.
You don't have to take this down.
If he keeps investing resources into water, is he going to be able to defend his base?
Yeah, he's kind of just relying on DC fire. He still has these idols, by the way. Well, I guess they're shooting something.
Yeah.
So he takes down the outpost, but it's like the investment for killing the outpost is too big. So I'm not feeling good about this.
He's catching a lot of musketeers though, on the right hand side. But
yep.
Yeah.
He's now shipping CM.
Can't afford to lose wills.
Yeah, iamturk is now in a. Okay.
The Turk does have like a 5,000 score lead at the moment, and he's got 50 military pop to 16, burning down the racks. This looks pretty over, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he's sending colonial militia, I guess, if he can get to foreign food, and
Yeah, Turk now has Hussar as well.
What do you think, Don? Is this game kind of over at this point?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's very difficult to come back from here as a sport.
Like, yeah, and I don't know what forts are supposed to do in Age 2. He's sitting on 1k gold, but he can't train artillery. I mean, what do you do with all that gold?
Yeah, I think what you generally want to do when your vills are idled, you just put your boats on wheels, and then you buy wood so you can keep boat production going.
Interesting.
But he's not really market trading, so he's kind of just stacking the gold, and
yeah, yeah.
And I think that
I wonder why he isn't. So, I mean, what's he gonna do with that gold otherwise?
Well, it's probably just a mistake, but I think, you know, usually when you're water booming, your opponent is rushing, you kind of just want to extend the game and then win through your water boom. But against Brit, that doesn't really work, because Brit eco is perfectly fine. Yeah, he's on 57 vills, right? So
yeah,
and now no military production building for Kaister, so he's just going to keep getting attacked by the massive British army. I mean, what do you do?
If he catches those vills, that's on the wood line.
He doesn't have military though. Oh, okay. You mean
the other side,
catching Kaister's vills? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be GG.
Well, he has long lines in queue. His fishing boats are gonna have plus 20% gather rate, I guess.
I've been in the same
And
position
whale
as
oil.
Port, and
Yeah.
you just don't want to resign because you feel like you have water. But
Yeah.
I don't think he can come back.
Yeah.
He does have a
and he doesn't have access to his
And-
counter units. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all H3.
Yeah, you really
and he's
need to
nowhere
use-
near aging.
Yeah. Trick is doing the right thing, I guess. Putting down the market, the houses.
Yeah, Turk's land eco is just going to be so far ahead that even on water, Kaister won't be able to catch up. Can we see the manor count for Turk? Is he already on 200?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this game is over.
Jerry is saying, can you show the gather rate on whales, please? 1.02.
Dang. Yeah, no wonder he's got so much coin. Super fast.
Wow.
So he's gonna pop the big batch of Minutemen as some sort of last stance, but I don't see it. I don't see it working out.
I mean, yeah, he only gets those once per TC, and the Turk is just going to continue bringing out units. We keep seeing the British win game after game. They're just they do well into so many matchups.
Oh, Brit's win rate this EPL has been absolutely insane.
Yeah,
like they only seem to lose Brit mirrors.
Yeah, it really does feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah, this game is over. So the 1.02 will like coin gathering. It's already he calls it. Yeah, it's already really crazy in 1v1s where you have like 4 whales, and in team games sometimes I would have like 10 whales. It's just off the charts.
Okay,
Dude.
so that's the first win for iamturk.
Yep.
He only needs 2 to pull off the victory for his team. So, Kaister's now in a really dangerous position. He's 1 loss away from losing the series for the team.
For me.
Oh my goodness.
That game. So, going back to the start of that game, I think that outpost positioning was amazing, and then the 2 caravels coming in, and also Turk going straight for the dog, just trying to burn down.
I've never seen that question before. Do you wish to leave the game you're currently in? Like what?
Yeah, weird. I haven't seen that either.
So is Kaister gonna play Otto?
Okay, on Dakota? Yeah, Otto could be good on Dakota. It's definitely a trading post map.
Okay.
I mean,
we could see Otto, we could see Spain.
Yeah, it's one of the 2. He wanted to play Spain, and I told him to play Otto, so it's one of the 2.
Okay. Well,
let's see if it works.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything yet on the stream.
Maybe the game already finished.
Could be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that could be
Do
the
we
case.
need Rex again?
I'm asking around, but
Sounds good.
If I get an answer,
do you know what the
I'll let you guys know.
Do you know what the matchup was?
Yeah, I see. Oh, that's actually shit. Well, no, never mind. Okay, so for a second there I thought it was a spoiler, but they actually would play the entire series no matter what the result.
They're going to be playing the whole series.
Yeah, so it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so
correct.
the Dakota game has finished, and I'm currently trying to get the replay.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're on Korea at the moment. Okay.
Okay, so Kaister currently 3-1. It's still possible for him to pull off his 6-1 with 3 more wins in a row. Man, it's going to be difficult, but he showed us so far that he is capable of doing 3 wins in a row versus iamturk. He won the first 3 games. if he can bring back that kind of play he showed us earlier, it's a possibility. We might see a little bit of a miracle today.
Okay.
Find out.
It's just 3 games. That's it. That's all. Easy.
Yeah, just 3 games, 3 wins.
Okay, so I just realized they're in game on Korea because this is on spectator mode. So there's no way he's gonna message me with the replay.
Okay. Well, do we want to leave game 5 a mystery and cast game 6?
I mean, it is all play all, I guess.
Yeah, it's a play all. You know what? I think we can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
We can cast game 6, then game 7, and then go back to game 5. Treat it as if it's the last game.
We might as well. You're right.
All right.
Good.
So Korea.
And funny thing is that I actually also don't know yet. Like usually the.
So the game 5 score is going to be a mystery. For all we know, it's still 3-1.
Like
yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Haudenosaunee versus Japan again, but this time on a different map. We saw Kaister win this very handily the first time.
Yeah. In game 1.
And it's another map with access to water. So we could see the same thing, just a couple of fishing boats into, a strong H3.
So at this point, within the last 2 weeks, Kaister and Turk are 2-0 to Turk or 2-0 to Kaister in this specific matchup. There's been 2 games. The last series that they actually played on this exact map, this exact matchup, and Kaister ended up winning. And Kaister has 20 food and crates on the floor.
Kaister getting a little bit unlucky with the treasures here. There's always a lot of these wood treasures. There's usually like you can see that they're all in the south, but obviously he doesn't know that, so he went up and then he just didn't find any of them, which is the main treasure that you want to find when you're like any wood treasure is basically an extra fishing boat. So if you went south, he would have found some of these, but now he went up and he didn't find them, so that's unfortunate for him.
Or fortunate for Turk. In one way, I guess.
How much food is in that treasure?
Licks the cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 75.
Licks the cat. What is that explorer name? Licks the cat?
Yeah, it's a Jaramuno reference.
Ah, okay.
Let's leave it at that. So yeah, he chops for 3 fishing boats, and then any wood treasure that he finds is an extra fishing boat. He's now working on this one, but Turk's gonna spot it. And this will be a little bit of a treasure contention, but
yeah,
Turk in a better position since Kaister's not aware.
Yep.
But Kaister will now run close to crackshot it. And yeah, will just be a fight over it.
Oh, he came in too soon. I think
it's going to Turk. Yeah, and that's really big as well, because both these ships really like to get 75 wood.
Oh, whoa, dude.
Turk does get it.
Yeah.
So that's a shrine. Is Turk running the same deck that he ran in game 1 with no shrine card age 1?
Yeah, but opting not to go for the 3 fishing boats, but for the 2 vills this time. And also no consulate yet, so I guess maybe he's gonna go port consulate, Japan consulate.
He shipped in. Wait, so he shipped in 2 vills age 1 instead of 3 fishing boats?
Yeah,
seems a bit strange.
Well, it's basically because the fishing boats died to the canoes. So
yeah,
okay.
Exactly. So, and maybe it's even a bait for Kaister to make some canoes. Try to find some boats. Cool.
And yeah, so the consulate is late this time, which usually means Japan consulate. So that's probably his adaptation this time. Is instead of going port consulate
so
again, he's going a little bit more aggressive with Japan.
Aggressive, yeah.
He's chopping quite a bit age No, he's transitioning.
What's that wonder again? Is that the...
It's the shrine.
That's the Teshugu Shrine.
Teshugu, okay.
This could potentially be in range of a canoe, by the way, which will probably not matter. But
Kaister is going for a TP.
Yeah, this is standard.
Oh, okay.
Main difference being that on this map he will probably not go for stagecoach like he did on Manchuria.
Right.
It's funny, like they have a civ reset and they both play the exact same civ as in game 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, civ reset? Alright, let's go back to the main squeeze.
I mean, it says a lot about Turk's confidence in his Japan play that he can, go right back into a matchup that he previously lost quite hard too, and expect to, pull it off this time.
So we saw in the previous Haudenosaunee game, we saw Kaister go for the H3 play, and I think this time it will be an H2 right-click attempt.
Okay.
Mainly because he can't go stagecoach here, so it's better to just try and right-click.
Yeah.
And I think Turk saw the wagon go by. So maybe he's expecting the aggressive play.
Yeah, here come the clubs.
Yeah, there we go.
So not going for the what are they called again? Shinobis?
Yeah, the Shinobi Inamano.
I wonder if this is gonna work.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Is it possibly just for extra
clubs.
siege?
Well, the clubs are for the siege, but I don't think he's gonna get it down on time with these hyenas popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these guys should be called home. Yeah, he does so. That's good.
Oh, are they all going to go down? All the clubs do go down.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of a strange push like that. He's even shipping the daimyo now. So he really wants to make this work. So this is something that Kaister does, is that when the explorer is low, he just likes to get it to die, so he can get it back to full HP by dancing for it.
Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because
it's quicker than waiting for the heal, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a very long time to get it full HP, and if it's a full HP unit, it's very powerful.
How long does he have to dance on the fire pit to get it back?
I don't know. And this is like...
I think you can check.
It actually shows us at the bottom, if we look at Kaister's point of view, the timer, depending on the number of vills, will show up at the bottom. So 51 seconds of dancing.
I have no clue where you just saw that, but I believe you.
At the bottom left. Right below the vote count.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, we know something Don doesn't know. What?
I know nothing about native sis.
Well, hey, there's, it's a good opportunity to learn one. I hear Inca are pretty interesting right now.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be a wipe on the Zashis.
This is a great trade for Kaister. Like,
what is he doing?
Yeah.
Dude, those Kanyas! Oh my god, the bad thing.
And these ashes are cut off.
Yeah, they are not getting away. Those Kanye can snare them.
Oh man, what's the speed of Ionas?
Oh, chat. Let's not hope for 3-2. We don't want. We want the final game to be the deciding factor. We don't want the series to be decided right away. How great would it be if we could get it skating all the way to the end?
Too. He's chasing the daimyo as well with the two Kanyas. But yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. Going to game 7.
If it goes all the way to 5-1 and then it's it can go either way in the final game.
Yeah.
I mean, I also
that'll be hella exciting.
I also want him to win because
true. We do have one biased caster.
Yeah, for sure. It's my teammate. Let's go. Yeah, I'm so stressed about not knowing the previous game.
It's okay. That game never happened. That's game 7. It's gonna happen later.
Yeah, exactly. This is not good, by the way, for Kaiser. These Hyenas are in melee with the Minutemen.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't think Hyenas are really units you can push with.
Oh, dude.
This is really...
Not in this way.
Gosh, those Ashies.
Wow, this is a really big army delete. This is really bad.
Oh my gosh, yeah, what a turnaround for Turk.
Wow.
That was extremely poor unit control. Get it together, Kaister, come on.
What are the ecos looking like? Kaister has a number of shrines. I think Kaister is behind economically at this point. He does have 1 TP.
Yeah. I mean,
he's also Urko, so
Turk is also not
probably gonna be
shipping
behind.
force, but you know, it's still Japan. And this was like Kaister's big window, and he kind of just deleted his army. So.
Yeah. Japan's really hard to deal with if you're like they don't even have to be ahead economically. They could be on economic parity and still just be a nightmare.
And like you cannot run away from these Ashis. They'll just you cannot. And he ships the Ashis to the daimyo as well.
Oof.
Not looking good. Oh, he popped 7 Iona.
Yeah, and the daimyo is not on top of them, so this
yeah.
Is this a counter throw?
Daimyo's gonna die. Oh, dude. Oh no, he just walks in and melees him. Great.
Yeah. Okay, more Iona spawn. iamturk is sitting on a lot of wood right now. Does he maybe want to get more shrines down with his explorers?
Or maybe he'll switch to Yumi's?
No, he's sending in 2 Funes.
Sending 2 Funes, yeah. Weird.
Yeah, it seems like he's just focused on securing his advantage. He knows that after cleaning up Kaister's army, he's in a good position.
Yeah, I think the army delete on the TC was just too poorly. Like he didn't get any sort of trade. He just lost his army for free. I think Turk's gonna win this game.
It is looking that way at the moment, but it's still too early to say for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You can view post game?
Yeah, you can view post game during the game.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, Chad, I agree. I don't know how useful Kanye are going to be right now for Kaister.
Wow. He's putting his ashes in the Fune. He's going for a big play here.
Oh my god, he's going for the back door via water.
Oh man.
This could be a big hit to Kaister's eco. I mean, Ashi suddenly appearing on top of his waterside vills.
He sees it. Kaister sees it though.
Yeah, he sees the vills.
Like a fishing boat.
Oh, they spawned on like the edge of the cliff.
Oh, I haven't seen that before.
So good.
Wow.
So good. I mean, it's not over yet, but like
it is.
There is potential for a throw, I guess.
Yeah, the score difference is starting to build, so the longer the game keeps going, the more favorable it gets for Turk. He is ahead in economy.
He is.
Yeah.
Does he have stagecoach? Does Kaister have stagecoach?
No, there is no stagecoach yet.
Yep.
I'm sad. That was
Chad's stating that both players really want to lose. I mean, we have seen quite a couple of throw plays from both players so far. Honestly, my bet is just that they're both triggered by these balloons, man. I mean, the balloons are just really distracting.
Yeah.
I was getting my hopes up, you know. That's where it went wrong. Like Like Kaister had to win 6-1, so I was like, all right, this is probably not gonna happen, but we'll see. And then he wins the first three. He wins the first 3 games, and you start to think like, wow, he might actually do it. And that's where you go wrong. You should never believe in Kaister. You should just, you know.
Oh man, feel bad for Kaister. He's gonna watch the VOD later and just feel absolutely awful.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Classic Ashies.
Oh, this is a good surround on the Ashies. Oh no, it looks like they are gonna get away. That 4.5 speed is just too fast.
And there's a secondary going on the middle right of the map as well. Or attempted to raid.
Mm-hmm.
Ay. Well.
Oh, it is a successful raid. He's doing some damage with those Ashi.
All right, Kaister almost taking down the consulate here.
I don't know how much that's gonna do though.
Yeah, this game is done for. We have lost.
Yeah, it's looking really bad.
Oh, all right, he calls it. Yeah. All right.
Oh no. Okay.
GG's.
Yeah, it's the series.
GG's.
Okay, so with 2 wins, we now know that iamturk and the Boomers are gonna pull the win from ESOC Premier League Season 3. Congratulations. However, that doesn't mean we're done. There are still 2 more games that are going to be played by both players.
You know, I really hope
we can think of it as a.
I really hope you lost game 5.
The game was. This is game 5. What are you talking about?
No. That was game 6.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I get it now. Sorry.
But yeah, we'll look at the recording later and figure out what happened. But yeah, man, that's really unfortunate. But hey, we have 2 more games to take a look at, and we'll get to see, whether Kaister can, redeem himself somewhat.
All right, he did go Spain. Okay, he didn't go auto.
Okay.
I'm just rooting for Turk now. Like, the more losses Kaister gets now, the better.
Yeah, Spain versus British. We did see a reverse of this with Kaister playing British into iamturk Spain. So, this is very favored for the British.
Yeah, so Kaister's gonna go ATP natives. That's what I...
ATP natives? Alright.
Yeah.
What's the nuts on this map again?
It's Cree.
Comanche Cree? Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna ship this card that you get a couple of put.
Oh, the native treaties thing? Yeah.
Yeah, Cree is very good. That gives you CDBs, and I believe Comanche has cavalry speed and cavalry HP upgrades.
Yep.
I'll have to check. I can't say for sure.
So the reason that I want Kaiser to lose, it's like if it depends on like 1 game difference, then I will be like, oh shit, I should have done better against Robot. But if the gap is like bigger, then I will be like, all right, nothing I could have done.
Yeah, you're gonna sign more. It's all about assigning blame. Okay.
No, not assigning blame. It would just hurt if it's just like 1 game, like 1 game difference. That would hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. You feel kind of melancholic, like, oh man, what could have been?
Nah, and I mean, Kaiser's a friend of mine, so you make fun of your friends, but the task that he had was really, really big, having to win a series.
Yeah, it was. And dude, honestly, he played very well in those first 3 games.
Yeah. So he really started to make me believe, but then it started falling apart. In that Florida game, that's where it went wrong. I don't know what I'm doing next.
Great.
All right.
He's got 7 rods. He's got unction in his. Oh wait, hold on. He's got 300. Is he going for the listician build? Is that what he's doing? He's got like 300 food, 300 wood in his deck.
Yeah.
All right, Spanish logistician. I mean, that's very different from what we saw earlier. Maybe this is the actual play when you're up against Britain. Who knows?
Turns out you just send 300 wood.
Well, I think it's still favorable for Brits, but you know, he's just gonna try to catch him by surprise with the natives, I think. You have no clue how badly I'm rooting for him to lose.
Okay. ADP, natives. Logistician. Is this an actual build, or is this just a cheese? Is this something people do typically?
No, it's not popular, but I think it's good. I think it's like, you know, you already have ATP, so the natives are pretty cheap to pick up, and then you're basically spending 240 wood and a shipment to get quite a lot of units. And it also allows you the ability to train the CDBs.
Over the Cray TP? Yeah. What text do you get with the Cray settlement? Anything spicy? Anything good?
This deck is way too expensive. This is late game.
235 wood, 235 coin.
Oh, and then this one is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
125 wood.
Both build time and cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like 5% HP on all your units. You know, if you have a somewhat decent sized army, it's pretty nice.
Yes.
And then the combines is like the cap speed, cheaper attacks, and cap HP.
Okay, cool. He does have Stagecoach coming in at 4 minute 30 the game. With all 4 TPs.
He doesn't have Stagecoach.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Maybe he had it in queue and he cancelled it. I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know.
Oh, he's going barracks.
Oh, he would have gone back to resources, but yeah.
Right.
Huh. Wait, what?
Both a barracks and a stable. Okay. It's a very hard commit age 2.
As well as a native TP.
I mean, yeah. Musketeer Hussar. So Spanish Muscus versus English Muscus.
So the TP is firing on the Explorer. It's always important to retask it to pikes when they're around. And the Huss feel kind of out of place. Nice job from Turk, pulling his Explorer back before it dies, not giving over the XP.
Looks like that TP will go down. No units to contest it.
He does have some musketeers.
It's not going to be enough.
Nope. So remind me again, with Logistician, whenever you send one of those 300 crates, you get 400 more of that thing?
No, you used to get 400 extra res, but it's been nerfed. And right now you can see it will give you an extra 150 food, 100 wood, and 75 gold. And that used to be 200, 100, 100. And they also nerfed the shipment time. It used to be 20 seconds, and they nerfed it to 30 seconds. So do you guys know like the backstory of how it went when I figured out the logistician build?
No, I don't know the backstory behind that.
So it was actually I read about
Hold on. Let me get some popcorn. Story time.
Yeah, story time. So I read about the logistician coming out, and I was wondering like what can you do with it. Then eventually I kind of figured out, all right, it's probably really good for a water build because the H1 like a water build requires a lot of H1 shipments already, with like schooners, fish market, advanced dock, all these things, maybe even CM. But I don't know. Let's look at the fight first because otherwise I'm just talking about my own thing.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 Musketeer pop.
Yeah, it is looking good for Brits, kind of as expected.
Yeah. I don't know if those hussars paid off. Maybe you could have just are Creed trackers a thing?
Yeah, you could have gone Creed trackers
they're skirmishers, so
yeah,
they're tanky skirms. They're fine. But honestly, he's just gonna get outmassed by Turk. Like that's the problem, is that Spain just can't keep up with that British eco.
All right, yeah, this is looking like a Brit win. You know, just how the matchup works.
Looks like they really want.
Yeah, Brit just wins everything. All right, so I'll just continue with my story. This game is over anyway, I think.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, I was theory crafting, what should I do with the Spain build? Or what should I do with the logistician? And I realized, all right, water is probably broken. And then I decided I'm just not going to tell literally anyone and not play it in quick search either. Just keep it to myself. Maybe I can use it in a tournament one day. And then Aussie Drongo made a video about logistician. And, you know, I'm friends with Aussie Drongo, so I messaged him on Discord like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know, don't reveal.
He gave up my secret strat.
Don't reveal my secrets, you know. So, you know, but you know, it's like his livelihood. He makes content, and then when that video came out, I was like, maybe people will pick up on how broken logistician is. But I think most of the pro players don't really pay attention to whatever Drongo does, so everyone just sort of ignored it. So I was like, all right, let's just keep it to myself and hope everyone forgets about it.
Okay.
And then I practiced it, and there were a lot of different things that I practiced about it. I only showed it to Kaister and Minimalt. So those were the only two people that knew about it at the time. And I told them, like, as soon as I've used it in a game, then you will also be allowed to use it. Look at Kaister just wasting his units. I'm loving this. So so yeah, I figured out some things that you could do. And the main thing that I was doing for quite some games that I've actually never done in a casted game is I would go for, I think it's called stonemasons, which allows you to build buildings faster. And as a counter water build, I would just make 7 outposts along the shoreline by going stonemasons into 300 wood into 300 wood.
Oh man!
And you could see the amount of damage one outpost could do on that Florida game, but I would just have 7 outposts.
Yeah.
And it would just completely destroy port water, which is a build that I prepared. But then I actually matched up against Kaiser who doesn't play port water. So I just transformed it into like an eco boom build instead.
Nice.
And yeah, like when I matched Kaiser I already had port water, so I needed a second water sieve. And that's how I was trying out things, and that's how I rolled into Spain.
Yeah, Spain logistician on water. Okay.
So a little bit of a random story while we're watching Kaister lose.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to hear the origins of that strategy. It was kind of a killer for quite a while.
Yeah, I was really worried when Drongo uploaded that video that my secrets would be revealed.
Have we seen Musketeer upgrades from the British? Is he going to have the superior Musk gauge too?
He has, yeah, he almost has both.
Okay.
So considering how hard Turk is winning this game, I like to think that also had an effect on how Kaister played the Haudenosaunee game after.
I guess so, yeah.
Like you're,
like the middle effect.
You know, at this point,
Yeah,
after this
wasn't...
game, it's over. So your mental is probably not in the best spot to play your best game.
Yeah.
True.
Man, I would have been worried just going into this matchup. Spain.
Yeah, but so before
the how difficult it is earlier.
Before the series casted, I played it twice against him, like me, Brit, and him Spain, on this map. And I won both times. So I told them like this matchup will probably come up, so just go for the Ottoman things instead with Silk Road. And he said that's what he would do, but he chickened out and he went back to the Spain.
Okay. So how would Ottoman play versus British in the scenario?
You just go like H1 Silk Road, so no trivilles, and you go 2 TP, or like if you find a wood treasure, you go 2 TP, otherwise you go 2 TP Mosque. And you can just go, yeah, like 700 gold, 700 wood, 700 food, double Rex, Jans, 3 Hus. And you can just kind of try to timing push with your Jan mass, but it's also difficult. I mean, Brit is just so strong. I think, so someone is asking if the Kree skirms could work. We already kind of talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, they don't do a lot of damage, but they are very tanky. They're not really... Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of a weird unit. Oh, okay, and there's the game.
I think, he went for a Rex in the stable, which was just weird. Like, he wanted to do this thing where you pick up both natives and then you ship this. But instead, like, he picked up one native and that's it. He kind of just didn't commit to anything completely. And the Hus are just kind of too expensive, especially when you're fighting Musk. So yeah, I think he should have just gone Musk with Krees. Something like that.
Okay. Gotcha. Dude, super cool having your insight here.
Yeah.
Oh, the story about the logistician.
That too, yeah. But I meant more so like your knowledge and stuff like that. Like me and Potato, like honestly, no offense to Potato, but I think we would have just been fumbling around. What the heck is going on? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely more of a follower than a creator when it comes to high level AoE3 strategies. I'm a very middle of the line player, so for me, it's more about playing catch up to everyone else rather than forging the path of what's the best in meta strat right now.
Right.
I think this is actually the final game, chat. Is that correct? This is the game 7.
This is game 7, yeah. And Kaister told me no matter what happened, he would not play Dakota. But since he's already out, he probably was like, fuck it.
Well,
yeah, he's just going to have a good time.
Oh, it's really laggy. Alright, it's fine. No, I mean, generally speaking, almost anyone just, the best builds are usually already figured out, so you just copy them.
Yeah.
But when DE was released, there was a lot of new stuff, and the game was also just different in many ways. I like the going in, just deleting cows.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of missed that those like 2 months when DE had just come out. People didn't realize just how broken Sweden and Inca were initially, and there was a lot of variety in what people played.
Right, yeah.
Everyone was kind of exploring, trying to figure stuff out. I think that's going to be big for AoE4 as well. Is that what do you call it? Like a honeymoon period when a game releases, a strategy game, where there is no meta way to play just yet, and you can just kind of have fun. But eventually, there's going to be a meta, and then I'll be honest, it becomes quite a bit more boring because you don't have that opportunity to just kind of try things out. Every time you do that, you feel, oh man, there is a meta way to do it, so I could be playing more efficiently.
Yeah, I think especially in a game like Age of Empires 3, it's like harder to figure out. There's so many cards and so many possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Age of Empires 4 will be figured out quite early.
Yeah, there's not as much variety in how you can play a singular civilization.
Right, yeah.
Okay, Lakota versus India. What do you think about this thing?
I think it's India favored. Lakota doesn't have much to do in Age 2. They kind of had to go for a fast fortress to stand a chance.
I've played this from India's side quite a bit, and I like it as India.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't play Lakota, so.
That is my experience too. Back in RE days, I used to play this matchup a lot because people used to go Sioux all the time. Yeah. And I would end up chasing around bow riders and axe riders all game long.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I actually think Lakota can pull it off. In fact, I think Lakota can kind of pull something off against any civ, but it comes down to a really weird reason, which is the TPs. The TPs could potentially win any fight for Lakota. You have to be a micro god to make good use of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's sort of the reason they're just not very popular right now is, if you play them, as a standard civilization, they're not quite good. But if you're, an absolute micro god that manages to, always have TPs in the right places during a fight, you'll win every fight. And yeah, at that point, it's just a matter of stats. It doesn't matter what the enemy's building. You're just going to outstat them with your units.
Great.
I mean, I don't know. Have you, Don? Have you ever played a game like that against an enemy Lakota where they just kind of body you with TPs? TPs isn't the TPs, not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
I just realized.
No.
I just realized.
I understood. The ones that give you bonus HP.
Yeah, because if you stack multiple of those in a fight, then you can win any fight.
I've had it against Kaister where he would go for like this trade monopoly build, and he just makes the TPs at the TPs.
Mm-hmm. The TPs on the TPs, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that still makes sense. But yeah, that was hard to play against. But generally speaking, against Lakota, most of the time I would just be fighting in my base. So it would be like in my TC radius where they aren't allowed to build. So it wouldn't come up that often. Because against Dakota, my experience is generally just like I don't aggro here as India. I usually just aggro in my base, and I just survive. And if I survive, I win.
Yeah,
that's generally the way I play it. So I wanted to get back to the thing you mentioned about like theory crafting builds and stuff like that. I definitely agree with you. It's just most people will just try to copy other builds and go from there. And generally speaking, that's also what I do. It was mostly just because I knew that I had to play Kaiser Klein, and I knew that he's way better than me. So I had to have some tricks up my sleeves, otherwise it's just hopeless.
Yeah, I want to say the most difficult part of theory crafting is actually going out and testing your build, because every time you play that build and lose, you have that thought in the back of your head of, oh man, I probably could have won if I just played X meta build. And if you keep on trying your fancy anti-meta builds, it can get really disheartening. You've got to have tenacity, I would say, to really be able to commit to coming up with your own strategy and making it work.
Yeah, you gotta have believe in it.
Yeah, exactly. Or enjoy or be able to find fun and joy in kind of playing those games where you lose and you know that you lost because your strategy was bad, and just be able to say, okay, that's fine, I can adjust it, rather than, oh man, I'll go back to the meta build, I'm exhausted trying these new strats.
Right.
Yeah, there's a couple builds that I've tried and I've also thrown them in the bin. Like one thing that I was doing was, for example, Mongolia with Brit, I would just ship the card that makes you eat the coast 3 times faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I was messing around with that, and it's fun to mess around with, and you can do some funny things, because if you make a pen early and then you get 10 fattened cows that you can just instantly all eat, all of a sudden you have 4k food.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really work in the end. But there's many these sort of things where I'm just messing around, trying it out, see how it goes.
Fair enough.
Oh, hey, Comet. Yeah, so what happened is that Kaister actually won the first 3 games, and I got my hopes up, and then since then he lost 3 games. So the score is now 3-3.
Yep, it was unfortunate. We were seeing a little bit of a miracle happen with Kaister winning all those games. We really thought, hey, he might actually be able to pull off the 6-1.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it did not happen. I think it was the matchups, though. Well, actually, no. The Haudenosaunee versus Japan game, I think that could have been won, but I think the Spain versus Brit game was just kind of hopeless. Like, that was a really bad Civ pick into Brits.
I think he was really counting on winning Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he lost that, probably his mentality went into the bin.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, he needed that Florida win, because I knew that on the later maps, towards like the later stages of the pool, I knew he would struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew he would probably lose a game at least somewhere. For example, the Dakota game.
Mm-hmm.
So
and this is
as long
a
as
hard eco build from Kaister. He sent double villagers, great hunter, and then 700 coin.
Yeah.
Can he actually out eco India with that?
Dakota eco gets actually pretty insane, because this card gives you 25%, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, looking at the will count, they're equal, but India has the trickles going for him.
Mm-hmm. But Kaiser's going to be gathering faster with his food bills.
He is, true that.
Much faster.
Oh, he's actually aging with the dildo and getting all the wood crates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man. Haven't heard that before for the Tower of Victory.
Yeah, it had to be done. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I mean, now I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it. Oh my goodness.
None.
So I gotta say, I don't like the Tower of Victory. Every single India game in EPL so far, the player does not seem to use the Tower of Victory active ability when they're in fights.
Oh,
what's the point of going for the tower if you don't actually use it?
It's all about the 800 wood.
Yeah.
But the ability's so strong, it can turn a fight around.
Yeah, I've aced with, I'll just call it the Tower of Victory from now. I've aced with it a few times, and I don't think I've ever remembered to use the ability. It's just always strictly for the wood.
Oh man.
And usually I would do it on the water.
I mean,
map.
it's not like you even have to go to the tower. You can just click the button on the left and it'll activate it, even if you don't have the building selected.
Yeah, but I'm so not used to having it that I just completely forget about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I would just take it on like a water map, because you want to contest water and you need the extra wood. That's usually why I would take it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I gotta say though, maybe you should practice though, because Mahoots can get kind of crazy with the Tower of Victory, because not only does it give damage, but it gives speed as well. So you can like the big problem with Mahoots is their pathing and not actually being able to engage before dying.
Right.
But the Tower of Victory can allow them to close in much faster.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's cool. How much?
That is true.
How much speed it gives?
I think it's 10% on attack speed, attack, hit point, and speed. So just 10% to everything.
All right. So Mahouts is a funny unit. It's like there are people that can make Mahouts work and people that can't, and I'm definitely in the cans camp.
Okay. So evolution. You say nobody uses inspiration Lamau, but just think about it. If you're a top player who is, just very, very close to at a level at which you play with another top player, that could be the your ticket to pulling out a win in a matchup that you otherwise would not win. And all it is just learning to use this one mechanic.
Yeah, I mean it's just pressing a button. It shouldn't be hard.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it's all about just practicing and making sure you actually remember it.
Honestly, my experience with Mahouts, unless you're popping them off of a town center or a aggro fort, like right on top of your opponent's units, they just feel trash.
Yeah. I've seen some good flank attacks with Mahouts where, you have your main army, and similar to how you do it with Huss, you send your Mahouts off out of line of sight to the side, and then once you're in the fight, the Mahouts come in from a flanking angle, and at that point, it's hard to escape them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said that some people make Mahouts work and some don't. It's like one of these units. Look, Kaiser is going H4 by the way, but
what? Oh my god! I just noticed that.
So
I'm watching these fights.
What kind of shipments does he have H4? Does he have H4 shipments?
Yeah, the units.
Okay.
So what I wanted to say, if for example, when I have Mahouts, they just kind of trickle in and die, and
yeah,
some other people when they have Mahouts, somehow they just always kill like 50 units. It just I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, part of that sometimes is also the Indian monk. The stomp ability, I think the Indian monk is actually the most useful explorer in the game just because of the stomp ability. The ability to stun multiple units is just crazy because not only can they not attack, but you can then take that time to position melee units such as Mahouts.
Yeah, and they're also like 1300 HP combined.
Yeah, they're very powerful monks or explorer units.
So, Kaister going H4 to show his respect to the
goodness, that war chief is just absolutely eating damage from the Zambaraks.
Showing respect to the new game. H4.
Yep. Welcome to Age 4. This is the new millennium, everyone.
Because this is the final game of the EPL.
Yep.
And I wonder if there's anything else planned. I think a lot of content will be related to Age of Empires 4 now.
That would make sense.
But hey, we are going to get a new Civ for Age of Empires 3 later this year. So I think once that happens, we could see some interesting stuff, some, more players coming back and theory crafting around it. And hopefully African Civs will be balanced by that point. And we'll be able to, consider them in competitive scenarios.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think African Civs are actually mostly fine right now. Holy shit, this guy has almost 3k HP. Standing in the TPs and being H4.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, the TPs are insane.
Yeah.
Wabbit season, we don't actually know what the new Civ is going to be. My guess would be Italians. But, we don't know. We just know that a new Civ is coming.
So I think a thing with Age of Empires 3 is that people just, for some reason, they always enjoy complaining about the game. And people are... I've seen plenty of people think that, a lot of people will leave for Age of Empires 4 and the game will like slowly die or something. But I think the game at its core is still so great, and I think the game will easily stay alive.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just hoping it gets a bit more visibility now that more people are going to enter the Age of Empires community thanks to 4. And the thing about 3 is that it's not for everyone, just as 2 and 4 aren't going to be for everyone. It's a different type of RTS game compared to 2 and 4.
Yeah.
But, all I ask is for people to give it a chance and see if, how they like it compared to the others. Because there's a lot of people who won't even like it. There's a lot of, kind of toxicity in the community. When you ask Age of Empires 2 players, they'll tell you, oh, how trash Age of Empires 3 is. I hope it's not going to be the same way for 4. And you know, I don't think it will be, because we have some good representation of people coming from the Age of Empires 3 competitive scene and now going to play Age of Empires 4. And yeah, I hope that because we have that representation, you know, Age of Empires 3 isn't going to be, you know, mocked as, oh, the bad egg of the franchise. What do you mean? It looks like the teen version of AoE Online. What? AoE Online has this like super cartoon aesthetic, man. They're nothing alike. And not only is it like a super cartoon aesthetic, but it plays so differently.
Have you guys
Dude, I have
played
limited experience with AE4, but I did enjoy playing it.
I enjoyed AoE4 as well. Yeah.
Have you guys played Age of Mythology?
I think it's a lot of fun. I played it when I was a kid. I've never played an online game in it or anything. I don't know. I'd have to replay it before I could give an opinion on, you know, what it's like as a competitive game. I just remember playing through the campaign.
Oh yeah, the campaign from Age of Mythology was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of Age of Mythology as well. I think it's also an underrated game.
Mm-hmm. You know, one RTS I've been thinking of trying is the Cossack series, just because it's in the same time period as Age of Empires 3. So I keep hearing both good and bad things about it.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed these kind of time periods. That's one of the reasons that I never played StarCraft. I don't really like. Like I much rather control like medieval units, or like this is the colonial age.
Yeah, gunpowder units.
Yeah.
Like Age of Sail, Age of Gunpowder units.
StarCraft is more like
I
science
think I had
fiction.
a similar experience with StarCraft 2. For me, it was more so the historical aspect behind Age of Empires games that initially brought me to it. Yeah, I would say
What is going on here? This is such a troll game right now.
Well, this is what you do when you play against Dakota. It's time to make some balls.
Yeah.
But Kaister isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think
he's counterwalling.
Kaister's just like, all right, you beat me, bring it. You know, like you already won the series, bring it on. Take me down.
Yeah.
So this looks like my Mahouts because they're going in and gonna die.
Yeah. I got to agree with you, Webbit Season. I have the same issue with StarCraft. Is generally I tend to be slow in terms of micro. So when you have a bunch of activated abilities and everything is, you know, second by second, it's a bit too much and it overloads me. Oh my god, the Mahouts are they getting stuff done?
Legit?
They got a couple kills here.
Yeah, they also made a lot
That's
of units.
That's the best I've seen Mahouts do when they're just walking up to an army.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't know.
I guess that's what needs to happen. Like, yeah, you have to catch your opponent by surprise, I guess.
Now he's shipping siege allies to counter the falconets. I really enjoy how he just said like like just agreeing.
The falconets, yeah, those falconets on the horses.
Yep, mounted. It's like the camel gattlings. Man, we just haven't seen those at all. They were such a meme when the African civs came out, and like where'd they go?
Oh,
Whatever
man.
happened to the Gatling camels?
He's getting Bastion before he upgrades his units.
I was noticing too. So good. Oh man.
I'm gonna see an Age 5 game here.
Go straight to Age 5. I would love that.
Yeah.
Walls up. Go straight to Age 5.
Just make it a treaty game.
Kaister's actually on max.
Maybe the players will use their units to spell out a message to the chat.
What the heck? How did he get up to? Oh, is he doing the baby dance?
Yeah, the baby dance. He surely.
Now he's doing XP, so I guess he's gonna ship lots of buffalo. Has he already gotten all his unit upgrade cards?
Look at this in 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
Oh my god! Yeah, look at that.
Look at the +5s.
Yeah. Wow.
What's that +5?
It's XP.
Oh, siege dance. Is he gonna actually be able to power through everything with a siege dance?
I don't understand what they get +5 XP. Is that
It's the you can
always
you
get
can
that?
get an XP trick on H4. I think it's like the big button in the community plaza or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big button somewhere. I don't know where. That allows you to
Yeah.
get the experience trickle.
Yeah. There's a lot of big buttons with native civs. That tends to be one of the, in my opinion, one of the hardest things about playing them is just remembering what all the big buttons do, because they're all useful. It's just you always forget which is which.
So these guys are not invisible, which is what you really want with them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, dude, those Shrinky are not.
Listen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. If they were invisible, that could have been a catch on the Gurkha.
Or even Yurumi, even better.
Yeah. Well, they are now getting on the Arumi.
Oh my god.
Dakota.
Could this actually be a win for Kaister? I mean, he's got a really
don't
strong
know.
military right now.
And a strong eco.
Honestly, he needs to build a farm and an estate, if only to get the unit upgrades.
He went invisible like while he sees it. Oh, but this is gonna work. It's gonna delete his
I think Kaister needs at least one farm and one estate.
He's gonna go on the
upgrades on those buildings and.
Excuse me, what the heck?
Good. Yeah, invisible to Shunky.
Yeah,
Hell
the
yeah.
Shunkies are insane.
They went on the Zams?
Yeah, that was
oh my god.
I mean, yeah, it's a good idea. He wants to take out the counter units, because then his Tashunki can just go crazy on the Gurkha. And it looks like that's what's going to happen now. The Tashunki Prowlers and the Dog Soldiers are going to take out those Gurkha.
What did I just watch?
You didn't know about that? I called it before the fight happened. I knew it was
the Shunky is... I don't think he would go for the Zams. I was thinking he was going to go for the Gurkhas. But dude, the Zams just melted.
Yeah, Zams melted. Have very little HP.
39 attack, 2 area. Dude.
God, wow. What is this? What is this food macro? What the heck? There's coin mines on the map. Kaister, what are you doing?
No, but you hunt so quickly, so you know you have to. And then you eat through all the hunts, and then you right-click the trees. That's just how you play Dakota.
I guess so, yeah.
And that's why you all.
Another useful Urumi pop. I think that barracks just got deleted. Oh, here are the seed zellies that's been shipped ages ago and probably just been standing there. I'm loving this. This is a good last game of EPL.
So, final score 4-3.
I would have loved if they just played like random civ or something for the final game, considering the score was already decided. Like imagine if these two players had gone in and just selected random.
We have one more match to watch, correct?
No, this is the last.
This is the last one. This is game 7, yeah.
Did we already watch that game 5 on?
Yep, game 5 was British versus Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. Oh my God, I'm losing it.
Yeah, no worries. Look at all that.
I like how this TP is also still up.
Yeah.
Third. Oh man.
So good. Is Kaister gonna go Imperial?
So now he has.
I mean, he has the food
18
for it.
of them, so now they have 50 attack. Without even
yeah,
attack
the Shunky get really crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He is putting up an estate now. Has he put up a farm as well for the big button?
I think he did get the big button off the.
No, there's not.
Of the farm?
No farm.
He hasn't built the farm.
Or no, of the estate. There was something that
I believe the big button on the farm is for cav HP, and then the one on the estate is for gunpowder unit attack. So it's important to get those to make sure your units are as powerful as they can be.
This monk will spot them if he gets in range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he gets spotted. Oh, and the Mahout's popping.
I mean, but they're just gonna...
Yeah, they're still gonna clean because...
They're close. Yeah, they're close enough to engage. All right, they're in.
Jeez.
Chunky going hard.
Dude, that's the second time he's popped them right into all of the opponent's handicap, and they just melt.
What is iamturk's eco looking like?
Yeah, he's just chilling here somewhere, I guess.
Attack move GG, yeah. That's how it is with the Shunky. Oh my gosh, yeah. Kaister is far ahead in eco. Why doesn't he just go in and just start right-clicking the base? Those Shunky will burn things down quick.
Food. I think he just sells 2,000 food and goes Imperial.
I think the market rates are probably already terrible. He had so much food.
Okay,
before.
I think that's the... Yeah. Is that the farm big button that he's upgrading?
I don't know.
No, only an estate so far. Man, get the farm! That big button's so good.
I have no clue what it does, but I'll believe you.
I believe it gives HP. I'll confirm that real quick. Let me see.
Is he gonna click up to Imperial? I feel like
there he goes. Yes.
I don't think you should go Imperial with Dakota because you can't H with the air balloon. Which is usually my reason for going Imperial.
Oh, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for what?
Like aging up with the balloon, especially now there is already balloons. It's just gonna confuse your opponent. At least these guys are giving +5s while they're dying.
Yeah, so the Lakota cav is plus 10% hit points on the farm.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Cavalry.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep. So yeah, always worth.
So here we can see Witness a Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he left with the Zams. He was just killing Vils non-stop and he was like, nah, don't want them anymore.
Not worth it.
Is he gonna get Imperial Tashunkis?
What's the upgrade cost on that again? For Imperial Techs? I believe it's different for Native American subs.
No clue.
Sorry, what was the question?
The Imperial Techs.
Yeah, what is the cost? Legendary. Oh, I believe the cost is still the same, 1,500, 1,500. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Imperial.
Imperial Lakota. Oh my goodness. Imperial with no food, yeah. I mean, hey, all he has to do is put up some farms. He has the wood. Or I guess ship more buffalo?
Imperial Dog Soldiers, 2-shotting Zamborax.
Yeah. Honestly, what if he just danced all his... Like, what if he just danced as many bills as possible and started spawning dog soldiers from the dance? That could be quite strong.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
He's even got 11 goals on the war dance at the moment.
Legendary Wakinas now. Those are some strong Wakinas. Look at them just delete them. Oh my gosh.
He just always disappears.
It looks like he hasn't picked up the gunpowder tech from the estate. Can we confirm, just in case the UI is incorrect? Let's hover over the estate from Dakota.
Alright, Turk just calls it.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's a redeeming game.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten a gun trade.
Yo.
Oh wow, wait, that's 25% damage? I thought that was 10%. Never mind. That estate tech is really powerful. 25% damage on Wakina. Yeah, that's huge.
All right, so that was something.
Good stuff. Nice. Good cast.
We just witnessed
Well
something.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, well, that was a fun game to end the EPL series. Congratulations to the Boomers for winning it, and I am Turk for pulling out the win for them.
I don't want to.
You don't want to congratulate the enemy team.
Yeah, sure. They did good.
Okay.
I think.
GG's. Yo.
Yeah, the series. No, actually, no. Never mind. No, it will just instantly sound like BM, but it just obviously the series between Kaiser Klein and Maido was
oh yeah,
more
that was
more one-sided than we would have hoped for, but you know.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing you could say about that except one-sided. I know exactly where you're coming from.
No, well, I mean, like, I like Maido a lot, and it doesn't matter at all. Sometimes you just have a rough series, and
yeah.
It just feels like it sounds like BM if I mention it, but it's not meant like that.
Yeah, no worries. I understand where you're coming from.
But overall, it was really fun to participate in the EPL. I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I had a lot of time both casting and watching.
Yeah, this was a fun tournament, to be honest.
What do you guys feel about the format of the tournament? Having managers assemble teams and have the teams go at each other point for point.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I just think that if someone leaves or something, it can really kill the team. So, for example, Migo played one series and then he left. That sort of thing is a bit sad. But besides that, I really enjoyed myself, and I was really happy with my team because like they're all friends of mine, so then it's easy to talk to each other about strategies and all those things. So.
Yeah. I gotta say, I do like that about the format. Is that I feel like it encourages more of a sense of community than your standard tournament format, where it's one player versus one player.
Right. Yeah. I really enjoyed it a lot. Man, I just feel like I threw Maido under the bus. That wasn't what I wanted to do.
Oh no, you're fine. It's okay. I'll be honest. I casted those games, and Maido played really well. And many of those games were really close. I think there was maybe only really one game where it looked like there was no chance for a comeback, just because the advantage was so strong. But most of those games were won simply due to small micro advantages.
Yeah,
like it wasn't a dominating series at all.
The final score wasn't quite like the story of the series, to be honest. Was much closer.
And I believe there was one game in that series where the in-game score between the two players was like 200 apart. Like it was super close.
Yeah, these guys, they've played each other so many times, and it's always such a close matchup. And scoreline doesn't always reflect what actually happened.
Yeah.
All right. It was cool casting with you guys.
Yeah, same. I really enjoyed it. I hope everyone in chat enjoyed the games as well.
Please. Yeah. Great.
Well, all right. Do we want to call it with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think this has been the closing game of the EPL. So Blockhouse Boomers is going to take it. I believe they win. I'm sure they win at least $500, but I also think they win donations or something. I'm not sure how it's all set up. But
yeah, I believe it's 500 plus donations. I don't know the exact amount right now.
Yeah, but congratulations to them. And yeah, like I said before, it was great fun participating.
All right, let's let everyone know. So this has been my name is I am Potato, or just Potato, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here with
Donarty.
And RSY.
Yep. It's been great casting with you guys, and we've had a great chat tonight. Thank you everyone for coming and watching the final series.
All right, take care, boys.
Sir.
See ya.
Yep, take care, everyone.